How's it going, troops? Jordan here, bringing you another Halo 5 Guardians intel video, and boy do we have a lot of intel to talk about within this video. So without further ado, let's get into it. So in the newest edition of Game Informer magazine, 343 Industries has provided a lot of details regarding the multiplayer for Halo 5 Guardians. Now, the first thing that you need to know about Halo 5 Guardians is that it will launch with over 20 multiplayer maps, providing a lot of variety for every player. Now, 343 Industries didn't stop there with maps. They talked about DLC content in terms of map packs for Halo 5 Guardians in the near future. And basically, now brace yourselves, all maps, which so far there have been 15 planned for DLC, will be free for all players. So yes, we're going to be getting free DLC maps for Halo 5 Guardians. Now, you're probably wondering what is the reasoning behind this, but then again, you're probably wondering who cares about the reasoning. We get free maps. But Josh Holmes, in case you don't know, is the studio head of 343 Industries. He had this to say: when you have paid map packs and content, you divide the player base into two groups, the haves and the have-nots. The people that have the map pack can play together, but the people who don't cannot. That to us is a real problem. So we're delivering all the maps to all players free, so everybody will be able to play together. That, we feel, is really important to having a great multiplayer ecosystem. And you know what, I totally agree. We've seen this issue with Call of Duty games, many Call of Duty games in fact, when we have so many lobbies, so many different game modes, and then we have different playlists. Not to mention we have community playlists, and then we have people with DLC and some people without. And don't forget, we have people all on different consoles and obviously PC. So the player base is completely split up, and with less and less people playing Call of Duty, this is becoming a real issue in terms of connecting to people that are much closer to you. Instead, you're being connected to people that are, I don't know, across the globe somewhere. So the fact that 343 Industries feel that if everyone has all the maps, then obviously the player base ain't split up a lot, and everyone can play together and basically just have a good time, which I think is absolutely fantastic. And lastly, 343 has said that they plan to add the 15 DLC maps for Halo 5 by June in 2016. Moving on to our next piece of intel, 343 Industries has revealed a new multiplayer map that takes place underwater. So yes, you heard that right, there is a map called Fathom that takes place underwater. So here's the description for the map Fathom. UNSC Fathom is ostensibly a research base deep below the waters of the ocean world Beta Gabriel. In truth, the staff of Fathom are treasure hunters. During the Covenant War, a team of Spartan 2s dispatched from the UNSC of Uncommon Courage was tasked with infiltrating the Sangeli carrier called Splendid Intention in an attempt to retrieve the plans for new Sangeli weapons, so powerful that they would render the Covenant's glassing cannons obsolete. Through a series of events as classified as they are unknown, the mission did not go as planned. Both of Uncommon Courage and Splendid Intention were downed in the southern waters of Beta Gabriel, where the ships remain to this day, awaiting rediscovery by the crew of the Fathom. Now, here is what the map Fathom actually looks like on screen right now, and you can see it looks absolutely amazing underwater. I don't think you're actually going to be swimming in the water, but the fact that it takes place underwater, and we're probably going to be seeing some interesting creatures, it's just going to be quite fun and just something aesthetically pleasing. Game Informer has also featured new details regarding the campaign as well. Whether playing as Chief or Locke, you're accompanied by a fire team of 3 AI which you can command/issue orders to within the campaign. Highlighting an enemy and hitting up on the D-pad orders your team to assault an enemy. There are other commands that you can use, such as picking up certain weapons, using turrets or driving warthogs, etc. Not only can you revive AI teammates, but they can also revive you as well. It has been confirmed that Linda, Kelly and Frederick join Master Chief. When starting up the Halo 5 campaign, the game starts out before Master Chief is on the run. One thing you need to note down is that the audio has been heavily reworked from the ground up for Xbox One, which means that bullet sounds sound more realistic and debris sounds a lot more clearer. 8 months after Halo 4 ends, cataclysmic events are tearing apart star systems, which 343 Industries stated that these are tied to the Guardians. Now, according to Game Informer, they said that they played the second mission in which they took command of Master Chief and Blue Team to take back an ONI research vessel abandoned for 2 years. Now, if you're a massive Halo fan, then you're probably wondering, well, what's going to happen with Chief now that Cortana is, spoiler alert, well, I'm not going to say it because I really don't want to give out spoilers, but if you haven't played the Halo 4 campaign, you really should, but something happens to Cortana in which she's no longer around, but basically, you and your team have banter with each other, and this is to replace the interactions that you would normally have with Cortana, and also will flesh out the characters so you can get to learn them a bit more. There are multiple routes that you can take in the levels, and finally the last piece of campaign intel, that the Zealous Religions Covenant are slowly abandoning Jean Madama's leadership in Halo 4. I hope I pronounced that correctly. If I didn't, then I apologise, but I'm just reading here off a script. 343 studio head Josh Holmes has stated that in order for you to play online co-op, all players will need a gold Xbox Live membership, and he also stated that with every copy of Halo 5 Guardians, you will receive a 14-day Xbox Live Gold trial. 343 Industries has also confirmed to Game Informer that they plan on revealing a brand new multiplayer mode at E3 that has never ever been seen in Halo before, which, to be honest, I'm quite interested to see what this multiplayer mode is and what impact it will have on Halo 5 as well as Halo's future. 343 stated that this mode was completely new and also an epic multiplayer experience, and that it will include all aspects of the Halo sandbox for the first time ever. Seems like some pretty big clues there. So troops, this concludes this Halo 5 Guardians intel video. I know we had a lot of intel to get through, and hopefully you did process all of that in your head. If you didn't, then feel free to go back into the video to take notes, or take down any information that you might find quite interesting, especially if you're a massive Halo fan. I'm pretty sure you will find this very interesting. But let me know your thoughts. What do you think this brand new multiplayer mode for Halo 5 is going to be? I'm very interested to see what this multiplayer mode is. They did give a little hint that it was going to be covering all aspects of the Halo sandbox for the first time ever, so maybe that could hint to something, I don't know, but it does seem very interesting nonetheless. If you did enjoy this Halo 5 Guardians intel video, then give the video a thumbs up, I would appreciate it a lot, and if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do so for all your FPS content, and until the next video, thank you all for watching, stay tuned my troops, and I'll see you in game.